earlier, it is an anti-submarine warfare.
True jack of all trades, and it is going to keep performing and showing us what it can actually do, showing the limits.
It's a modified Black Hawk helicopter, actually. Seahawk is the Royal Australian Navy's next generation submarine hunter anti-surface warfare helicopter. It's also an important part of its operation, and it's going to be in service for a long time. It's heavily modified, and it replaced the Seahawk from December. These are some beautiful
technology, and the way this thing stays relevant is the ton of sensors on board the radar, forward-looking infrared, and there is a person in the back, I believe, Neil, who operates all that magic.
Yeah, so the helicopter is operated by 3 people. There is the pilot in the front, next to the pilot, also in the front, is the mission commander, and then in the back of the aircraft,
very challenging condition in the roughest seas.
Indeed, and it's piloted today by Lieutenant Michael C, who is a very, very experienced pilot. He's been on the sea for almost 10 years, having been employed. Performing at its maximum limits today, the helicopter is just approaching from pushing on towards our position, so a good opportunity to take a picture. Actually performing what we do practice of sweeping manoeuvre. So we train Navy pilots, aviation aircraft and air crew to fly this mighty helicopter that you see before you this afternoon. So what about your own background on flying straight for 20 years every day just still continues to be full of adventure and surprises.
Now, our Super Hornets were designed to fly off ships. We don't do that, but this was designed to operate a ship, and we do that.
Yeah, that's when you say what we do at 725 Squadron. One of the biggest tasks is training our air crew to operate the Seahawk, our warships, our Anzac frigates, our class destroyers, and the Canberra-class LHDs. That's definitely one of the more challenging parts of our job, particularly at night time, for the trying to land the ship in these pitchy and rolling seas.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on here. How hard is it working?
Oh yeah, because we'll have to go
it's a very hands and feet machine, and particularly flying like
back a smash and then
at the moment.
rather than take the freeway in, because the traffic.
Yesterday, on Friday,
Yeah.
it went straight through.
Okay.
The Seahawk does have some very good autopilot and stability. But yeah, Michael's out there relying on his hands and feet skills at the moment. And funnily enough, it does
We were looking
after a while
at
become
the
like
buses
driving a car.
as we drove over the
And
freeway from now.
Tennessee to West End.
That was
Yeah, so I'm just trying to pick that knowledge concept. It's all hands and feet, so both hands, it's a cycle of good you've got a collective and then you're adjusting the pedals to make
He's been playing for both the North and the South Side. So fantastic. I've been with her nothing less.
the overhead in the car on the Seahawk basically folds up like a transformer. It's not as impressive or as fast as a transformer, but the rotor folds and the tail can fold up. That basically halves the aircraft's footprint, and that's to allow it to fit into the really tight hangars on our warships. Some of which, I'll give a shout out to our tradesmen now, they do have to work in some challenging environments at sea. They're literally less than a metre on each side of the aircraft when it's stowed in the hangar to get all their neighbours. So quite a challenging environment. No air conditioning, and then factor in the pitch and roll of the ship into rough weather, and those guys are going to get on with the maintenance.
And on the screen there, we're seeing a bit of a close-up. There's a ball at the front. Tell us about that.
Yes, that's our floor turret. So that's an infrared camera, day TV camera, and it's also got our laser in there, which is one of our main weapons we carry is the Hellfire missile, which is the laser guided missile. So it's the targeting laser for the Hellfire. That was cute. That was cute. So in the cockpit we have a particular controller.
On the side of this.
We see the front there's like a round dish.
Yeah, that's a radar. So one of the big features of the Seahawk is its radar, and it's specifically designed for detecting ships, and particularly submarine periscopes out at sea. Really quite a good equipment for that sort of business.
You're landing on a ship that died in the kitchen sea. Yep. It is a gate. Oh yeah. But it's really not. I mean, how do you train for that? How do you do your first one? Is it, is it